This story comes to us from WCVB.com. Out of Fall River, Massachusetts, a former Fall River police officer has been found guilty in the first of 3 trials he is facing over claims he used excessive force while working in the Massachusetts city. Now, Michael Pessoa, 44, was convicted by a jury early Wednesday afternoon on charges of assault and battery with a dangerous weapon, witness intimidation, civil rights violations, and filing false reports, according to the Herald News, which is a WCVB media partner. Now, he was convicted on the charge of civil rights violations. So do you think there's going to be a federal case against him for that? Maybe. A 19-year veteran of the Fall River Police Department, Pessoa was previously indicted on 15 counts in June of 2019 for allegedly assaulting 4 men, all of whom were in custody in separate incidents. One case was dismissed, and Bristol County Superior Court Judge Renee Dupuy ordered the remaining cases to be separated. Bristol County District Attorney Thomas Quinn III told the Herald News that his office will be pursuing the other 2 pending cases, especially now since he's been convicted, right? Pessoa had been out on bail since this June 2019 indictment, but Dupuy revoked the bail and the former officer was taken out of the courtroom in handcuffs following a 5-day trial. Well, he's been convicted. Now he's got to be sentenced. The incident at the center of this case happened in February of 2019 in Fall River, when police responded to the residence of David LaFrance, an apartment on South Main Street, to investigate a dispute between neighbors. It almost sounds like we're talking about Louisiana. LaFrance, Dupuy. But no, we're in Massachusetts. LaFrance was detained and handcuffed for a few minutes, but while another officer was uncuffing him to release him without filing charges, LaFrance and Pessoa exchanged insults. Of course they did. He unhandcuffing the guy is like, you punk, tyrant, or whatever he said. Surveillance camera video footage played in court during the trial showed Pessoa taking LaFrance to the ground. LaFrance accused Pessoa of striking him in the face with a closed fist. Pessoa was seen stepping off a stoop, standing in front of LaFrance and lunging at him, at which point LaFrance falls backward.
Today, a jury found Michael Pessoa guilty of all charges in connection to an incident back in February of 2019 where he assaulted a member of the public, violated his civil rights, intimidated a witness, and filed false police reports. That's all according to Bristol County District Attorney Thomas Quinn.
Now, prosecutors said Pessoa initially failed to fill out a required use of force report. Of course he did. And called back to the station by a Fall River police lieutenant who saw LaFrance's mugshot, which revealed LaFrance had a bloody lip and a facial contusion. So the lieutenant called him back, hey, you need to come here, buddy, because he's looking at the guy's mugshot. In a statement regarding Pessoa's conviction, Fall River Police Chief Paul Galvin said that Wednesday was certainly a sad day in the department's history. Why? Because the cop was convicted. It should be a great day. It's a great day. We got rid of a scumbag. No, he's like, another cop convicted. I'm sorry, Pessoa. He said, but I think it's important to note that the Fall River Police Department investigated this matter internally, leading to his termination. We investigated this matter criminally and assisted through all phases of the prosecution. Despite the fact that the prosecution has ended, we need to move forward and continue the all-important work of regaining the trust and confidence of this community. Yeah, good luck. And restoring the pride, dignity, and honor of the Fall River Police Department. He says, I have no doubt, with the help of all of our officers who come to work every day and make a difference in our city, that we will meet this challenge. And I will agree that I know people are going to disagree with me, and it's fine. I'm open to discussion. Some people know I get into some really, there's some ugly talks that happen on my channel, and people are fine with it. I'm fine with it. If you disagree with me and you say, you know what, you're an ass, I disagree with you, I go, okay, you might have a point. So don't it's okay to disagree with me. But what I was going to say is, I believe that there are a lot of police officers out there that are trying to do good. They're trying to protect and serve. But every now and then you run across a Derek Chauvin or this cop, Pessoa, or the cops from Memphis that beat the hell out of Tyrone Nichols, or the cops who killed Elijah McClain. Every now and then you run across those cops. And those are the ones we need to expose and get out of law enforcement. You see what I'm saying? You have 8 cops. 2 of them are bullies, assholes, and tyrants. You don't know who the 2 are. So you have to record all 8 until you go, okay, these 6 are trying to do the job right. These 2, let's get rid of them. See what I'm saying? So that's why we record all of you police officers. It's not because we want to make you look bad. It's because we want to get rid of the bullies and the civil rights violators that you have in your department that you're not saying anything about. Since the victim in the case, LaFrance, was not at the courthouse to hear the verdict, Dupuy and the prosecution agreed to a June 7th sentencing date for Pessoa. Gee, that's the day that I'm doing this video right now. You'll get it in the future, though, in a few days from now. But today he's going to court for his sentencing. Wonder what he'll get.